Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am here 365 days of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. I don't do personal readings, just political. Anything in the chat in all caps is how you communicate with me, and other than that, please just type normally. I'm here 365 days of the year, including days when I had my booster this morning. So my body thinks I'm coming down with something. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through and to stay on as long as I normally do, but you know, political tarot is not just something isn't just a bandwagon I jumped on. I want to know. This interests me a great deal. So I might need to turn the brightness up though. Anyway, 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country, and that's an ongoing thing. And we have epic troll slayers who keep us safe in a great community. Thank you for that. All right. It does right. Yes, political tarot. It's not just for breakfast anymore. Yes. Anyway, no, I'm glad I did it, and I'll be fine. That's one of the great things. There is one silver lining to being a germaphobe, and that is I almost never get sick. So awesome. But anyway, this will disappear by tomorrow. Okay, we have a couple of things right up front, both of which made me laugh. All right, so we're going to start out at 2 minutes in. And this was a question from, let me make sure I get your name, because I didn't accidentally copy over into the questions. Oh no, where'd it go? Oh no, that was it. It was up here. Goodness, it's a lot been added. Oh no, now I can't find it. I'm so sorry. All right, Hollis? I think it was Hollis who asked. All right, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry it didn't. Harriet Hollis. That was it. Harriet Hollis. So sorry. Okay. I got it. Because I want to give you guys credit for these great questions and your great comments. So, all right, Harriet Hollis. Hello, Helen. It kind of squishes me. Yeah, I guess I just wanted to do something different. And then I'm not feeling great. I love fuchsia. So, but anyway. All right. Let's start with Helen. Harriet Hollis's question. I was looking at I was doing something and I looked up to see the questions, and it just said Trump in spring ? And my brain went, springtime for Hitler in Germany. Winter in Poland and France. It was like, so we're starting out with Trumpy in springtime. I'm trying to figure what would be instead of Germany, what would it be? Let's see. Anyway, thank you, Helen. It would be Trumpy in springtime, insurgency. Would that work? I don't know. Sure, I can't hit that low note. Anyway, Trump in springtime. Oh, gosh. Aw. Legal swords. All right, 6 of Cups, Judgment, Star, 4 of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Well, the rest of us, this is my let's go to the Garden Center on Saturday card. So we're getting on with our lives, and we don't have all the heinous stuff hanging over us because our lives are not, we're not about cruelty and breaking the law and, nemesis who is sent after anyone who thinks they are above the gods or equal to the gods, any humans. They are guilty of hubris, and nemesis is sent after them. Nemesis ain't after me. So, or you, I'm guessing. So we're just going about our lives. But there are already some GOP members who are complaining that Trump is dividing the party before the midterms. Well, yeah. He is once again the star. Now, as far as in the springtime with things moving forward with Grift Co. and the Grift family, with President Donald Grift and the Griftlings, it's been quiet, but I've gotten for quite a while now, they're going to go after the kids first. So that's what I've got there. But we're going about our lives, and the wheel of justice is moving to crush Grift Co. as the con that it is. Allegedly. No, I can turn on this light. It is small, but it is something. So, oh, thank you, Linda. So that's what I've got for Trump in springtime. Insurgency. Girdles and lifts tiny hands. Okay, then we have a video. Jordan Keppler. God bless you, Jordan Keppler. Have you guys seen Matt Gaetz and Marjorie Taylor Greene, I believe? They both decided, whenever it was. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you. They decided, whenever it was, that they were going to follow in the footsteps of the insurgents. So Jordan Keppler had a few questions for Matt Gaetz when Matt Gaetz was trying to leave, run away from the media. 19-second video on Twitter. Shall we watch? Shall we watch together? 19 seconds.
Hey, Matt Gaetz, if you're going to reenact the events of January 6th, who is going to take a shit in the rotunda? And also, who's gonna make the gallows? Isn't this a little bit childish, Matt, or is that what attracts you to this?
Oh, well, I'll catch him at one of the other sedition reenactments.
Hey, Matt Gaetz, if you're going to reenact the events of January 6th, who is going to take a shit in the rotunda? And also, who's gonna make the gallows? Isn't this a little bit childish, Matt, or is that what attracts you to this?
Oh, well, I'll catch him at one of the other sedition reenactments.
I hope you guys could hear that. Let me know if you couldn't, because I'll tell you what he said. I've got to ask Jordan Keppler, you national treasure, you. What's going to happen to him? What's going to happen to Jordan Keppler? A little bit childish, or is that what attracts you to this? Jordan Keppler, God bless you. If you're not as familiar with Jordan Keppler, he works on the Daily Show, but his big thing is going to like MAGA rallies and talking to the people there and just confronting them just very calmly with, what do you think about this? What do you think about, what about this? What about that? And he gets people saying what they really think and just the crazy that comes out of their mouths. And then he's like, oh, well, this decent thing, part of civilization. And he gets them to say what they're really thinking. And it's some of the most jaw-dropping stuff that just makes you just, they should run, anyone who's trying to raise money for a school district should just run Jordan Keppler clips, just nonstop. Because you watch them and you're like, oh my gosh, is our education system that bad? So yeah, all these people fighting for the right, the far right and their cause. And he's like, oh, jogging beside. Hey, got a question for you. Oh, shockwave, that's crazy. I don't know if I'll be able to read it on it today, but I'll be back tomorrow. I'm sorry. I had my booster this morning and I feel like I'm coming down with a cold and I have no energy. But anyway, Jordan Keppler. All right. There's an 8 of swords. There is a 9 of cups. There is a queen of cups. There is a 5 of cups. There is a 3 of pentacles. Actually, I just see him kind of doing what he's doing for a while. I'm not seeing something here that's, maybe there's some kind of plan, or he's revealing the plan. Right now, I'll tell you though, he's doing God's work. He really is exposing this. I wonder if maybe his contract. But then again, the Daily Show contracts didn't tend to stop people on the show from doing things outside of the show. But these are awards. These are awards. This is his fan base who just love him. But it's sad listening to all this far-right garbage. I wonder if he either gets a zinger in or he gets a scoop on something, some kind of plan. He was there on January 6th. He was in, he and his camera person and whatever, they went into that, the rioters who were about to break into the Capitol. He was in the middle of that. Matter of fact, some people there started shoving him and his cameraman. And there was somebody there who was one of the MAGA people, but they actually pushed away the people pushing Keppler and his people and said, we're better than that. And I'm thinking, you poor deluded fool. Not really. They're not better than that. And they're about to do much worse. So, thank you. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Thank you, guys. Doxy Mom says the overlay today reminds me of nuclear magenta. Yes, I love this color. This has always been one of my favorite colors. I don't know why, but I just like it. Okay. So that's what I'm getting there. And I forgot to write down what time I started that. Oh, well. I guess it was somewhere around 10 minutes, but I don't know. All right. At 16:30, Harriet Hollis had the question, how will young people vote in the midterms? Will they come out and vote? And who for? All right. Midterm elections. I know some of you live in countries where your elections you're not just constantly in another election cycle. For us, it's pretty much like daylight savings. We do daylight savings time for like 8 months of the year, 9 months of the year, something crazy. 8 months. I want to say like 8 months. I can't remember exactly, but it's just some crazy amount of time. And so it's like, okay, if this is supposed to be the exception, then why do we do that more than the rule of standard time? Well, with us, when we're not in a heavy election cycle, it's like, well, this is weird. What do we talk about? Oh, I guess we could talk about if they're passing any legislation. Thank you, Kay. Oh, I'm going to be just fine. And that's the point. I'm boosted now. It's right there. It's boost. But I'm just stuffed up now and my body's going, panic. All right, 18 minutes. How will young people vote? I need to answer this question. Stop talking about random things. How will young people vote in the midterms? You youngsters, you young whippersnappers, and you're voting. What do you mean you don't vote? Go ahead and vote. Get off my lawn and go vote. I love Colbert's old person. Well, now, it seems here that it says that you are not registered to vote. Why is that? Why is that? You've had time to look for those very expensive sneakers you're wearing. Yes, but you don't have time to vote. Really? I think you do. Young people are pretty fed up. Oh, yeah. They want to begin their lives, and they've had COVID. They've had Trump. They've had COVID. They've had the Supreme Court. I'm warning you guys now. Everything I'm getting says the Supreme Court is going to take rights away from people, or rather, they're going to just go, "Oh, you're trying to take rights away? Nothing to do with us." That's actually what they're going to be doing. And that's so until things change and we get more Democrats in power, probably next year, we're still going to have this kind of garbage from the Supreme Court. So economy's recovering, but hard. who the heck can afford a house? A lot of people saying, I can't afford to start a family. I can't, can barely pay for my dog or my cat. Midterms, young people, will they vote? Well, there's a Queen of Cups. There's a Two of Cups. There's a Nine of Swords. There's a Nine of Cups. There's an Eight of Wands. The Republicans are doing everything they can to try to stop young people from voting because the majority, not all, it's not a 10, but the majority of young people will vote more left-leaning because they're worried and they know the Republicans do nothing for them. The Republicans give tax breaks to the super wealthy. And they're having to dismantle a bridge in the Netherlands so Bezos can get his super yacht through. Really? So, yeah. People who believe in women's rights, LGBTQ rights, all this kind of stuff, talking to young people saying, I get it. I'm worried. I will go out and vote, but they're on the right. They're trying to stop me from voting. Oh, and the Supreme Court not taking up the massively gerrymandered map. That's infuriating. And then when Sotomayor was like, you're not taking this up is letting racism. This is unfair voting. And I Like Beer was like, don't talk like, he's like, don't talk like that. That's not true. We are going to look at it in the next session, which starts next October. I Like Beer, sit down. Revolution Ricky, I kind of agree with you on that one. Are you going to come out and vote en masse, in big numbers? Emperor. Oh, they've seen Trump. They've seen Trump and what he can do. They don't like that people are trying to stop them from voting. They really don't like that. This could be, I don't know, restrictions, or maybe they can't get to the polls or something but then this is the other side is actively trying to stop them from being able to vote. And that's authoritarianism and oh, nay. Hui. Also, the thing about Bezos's boat, if that bridge has to be dismantled, Bezos should have to pay for it. Oh yeah, Helen saw on Twitter Amazon Prime rates have been increased, so that should cover Bridgegate costs. Yeah. High Priestess, Magician, Star. People are going to vote. Young people's heroes are going to be, there's going to be a big push for them saying, go out, vote. I know it's a midterms, but please go out and vote. Please go out and vote. Please go out and vote. So good. All right. And that's 3 major arcana. So that's big energy. It can also be celebrity, like people who have a huge platform. So, all right. Better than a poke in the eye. It seems like there will be voting. So, good. Teresa Ford says, shouldn't he and Elon be off planet on their little space race or something? Yeah. Yep. Was it somebody on Twitter said about the Bezos divorce settlement? Said it's pretty much the perfect divorce settlement. You definitely got half, and your ex is has left the planet. Gretchen said, I did read where he's paying for it. Oh, well, nice, I guess. Wow. Yeah. CC Ryder, can't Bezos park his super yacht outside the vicinity? Maybe rent a smaller yacht to get through the narrow channel. Hello, common sense. 26. Well, I've got to say this though. I'm not one to bash Amazon. There are things I don't like about it, but there are so many small businesses on there, and there are so many people, including myself, who sell stuff on Amazon. And plus, I don't have a car. So anyway, I have my issues with them. But I know people who make a much better living because they've been able to move their small business over to Amazon. And I know that could start a whole conversation. I'm just saying. Anyway, yes, Greta, our relationship with Amazon is love-hate. Yes. Revolution Ricky says Amazon pays its workers worse than Walmart. And that's wrong. And they should be able to unionize. Anyway, all right, moving on. For as long as my energy holds up, I may end up kind of lying across over here. It's like, yeah, okay, things are getting better. We'll see how I can do. Okay, 28. Oh, I have something else to share. It's not funny though. Oh, it's not funny. Not even a little. Just in case anybody was wondering, just a thought. I wonder how awful Trump really is. I mean, he can't really be that racist. I mean, come on. He can't really. Maybe. People trying to apologize for him. On the Daily Beast. Let me share this with you. Donald Trump isn't known for his ability to show contrition. Clearly, he doesn't like it when other powerful white men say sorry either. In an angry statement released late Monday, the ex-president took time to attack Joe Rogan for the apology he gave after a video exposing his repeated use of the most awful word in the language went viral last week. He's an interesting popular guy, but he's got to stop apologizing to the fake news and radical left maniacs and lunatics. How many ways can you say you're sorry? Just go about what you do so well and don't let them make you look weak and frightened. Rogan was apologizing for his use of racist language, which included a story about going to see Planet of the Apes in a black neighborhood. You can read what he said on the screen. Come on, apprentice outtakes. Come on, apprentice outtakes. Come on, apprentice outtakes. I'm going to guess this is going to have no effect. But let's see. Is this going to have any effect? Desert Dawn, you really aren't feeling well to say that. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I what did I say? I'm sorry. Oh, no. Okay. Gonna have any effect? Nope. Zippo. Not even a blip. All right. Well, what about the outtakes? Will we ever see the outtakes where he's using language that is absolutely heinous? Oh, okay. Come on, outtakes. Here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do. Come on. Show the reality. Four of Pentacles. Hello, Mar-a-Lago. Trump's base of power. I know. Electrostorm. Grab them by the you-know-what didn't do it. Why would this? I know. I know. Ten of Cups. Sun. Eight of Swords. Two of Swords. Nine of... Yes, it will come out eventually. Yes. And they will be bad. They will be very bad. But I don't even know if he'll still be alive. That's the problem. I'm feeling pushback against him coming out, but it's not feeling Trumpian. Some percent, I thought the court ruled they had to release the tapes in a few months. Oh, I hadn't heard that at all. There was a group who were bringing a lawsuit, who were able to see certain parts of it, but they weren't allowed to remove them from where they were watching it in the vaults or whatever. And Jeff Bezos bought I can't remember the name of it. Paramount? Fox? 20th Century Fox? I can't remember, but he bought something. And in theory, it should include that, so he should be able to go release. But maybe not, because Burnett, as the producer, would have rights in the contract as well. Nine of Swords. Eight of Swords again. Seven of Wands. Page of... It's not for a while. This almost feels like one of the grandkids is at least an older teenager. I don't know, but it's. Lynn Halliday says, "Watch out for COVID brain fog. It's real." Yeah, but this is just the booster. So right now, it's my own. It's just my own immune system going, when in danger or in doubt, run in circles, scream and shout. And it's like, Steve Johnson says 8 and 9 of Swords is coming up a lot. Yes, I've noticed that. Yeah. Hey, vey. Thank heavens. This is so much better than actually getting COVID. Poor Sarah. I'm so glad she survived. Okay, 36. Oh, that's SCOTUS thing I talked about earlier. Let's read on that. Supreme Court of the United States reinstated Alabama's racist GOP-driven election map during an emergency shadow docket decision. And Sotomayor was saying, this is appalling. And I Like Beer said, this isn't a problem. We're not saying it's going to stand. You can't say that. We're going to look at this next term, which is the next term starts in October and goes to the following May, June. I Like Beer. Go back to your online poker game. Seriously. Go back to your online gambling. Sit down. Will this ultimately hurt? What was the actual question? Will this hurt? Will this have any effect? No. It just says, will this ultimately hurt midterms? Well, let's see. What effect is this going to have on the midterms? I mean, other than obviously it'll be harder for people to vote in Alabama. I have to be very careful with my tongue right now because the things I want to say about lots of cards coming out. The things I want to say about I Like Beer right now and Step for Justice and the others. See all this lovely fuchsia, little purple? It would all be blue. The air would be blue. Linda Kingsley said, I lived in Vegas for 30 years. The machines and computers always win. Well, that's why allegedly I Like Beer was massively in debt. And I don't believe for 1 second that he's given up his addictions. No. I think he had a little period of time where he backed off everything. Yes, I'm a Supreme Court Justice. I made it through. I'm the Supreme Court Justice now. Aha, aha. Gosh, yeah. Well, all right. We're hoping it puts the far right back on their heels in defense mode. Knight of Pentacles. I've got 2 cards together. Knight of Pentacles, Mar-a-Lago. Mar-a-Lago versus Democrat. Happy families. Lots of stuff all laid out. Center of the reading is the Knight of Cups. Then we have the Moon. And then we have 2 cards for the end, which is a whole lot of worry and being hemmed in. So with this horrendous Alabama voting thing, but the Supreme Court really showing their with certain Supreme Court justices goose steps, new step today. Springtime for Hitler in the Supreme Court. They're massively massively political on the Supreme Court. It's just appalling. And Trump thinks he gets everything he wants, but there's this. And it does feel like it's in front of Trump's base of power here. And then in the center, we have the knight fighting for democratic rights. And then we have some chaos, and then we have people being hemmed in and worried legally. Is sort of like the Republicans, they have their plans, but Democrats do well in the midterms and the right freaks out, everything's wrong, and then they start. But by that point, there are various people going to prison. So who are these people, or are these the voters? I'm a little foggy right now. So are these the voters having trouble voting, or are these the Republicans going absolutely losing their tiny minds and their little pointed heads because Democrats do so well in the midterms? Oh boy. Linda Kingsley says, living in Vegas taught me that watching others. I was lucky I did not get hooked. Glad you didn't. Brian King says Frozen, not the film. Oh, am I frozen? I'm afraid I haven't been catching up with I haven't been keeping up with what's going on in the chat. So shadow docket, Supreme Court shadow docket has put the racist electoral map back in place in Alabama for the midterms. What kind of effect is that going to have? People are going to be very upset. And 10 of cups, 5 of wands. They're going to make a stink. I keep getting Democrats are going to do well in the midterms. And Republicans are going to lose their little minds, and they're going to make it hard for people who work on the elections. They're going to take things to court. They're going to have their little hissy fits. And yeah, that's what I'm getting there. Good. Oh, good. Linda Holiday saying I declare nap time. Okay. All right, what's next? 44. This has got to be one of the most frustrating things I will read on, not just today, but this week. Valentine's Day is coming up, as you well know. Next Monday. Yes, Monday is Valentine's Day. The sun in the sky is 90 degrees away from where my sun is in my chart. And it happens beginning around the 6th. It's most exact on the 6th of February and August. I get squares to the sun in my chart. So my own sense of self gets ground down quite a bit this time of year. Fine. Hang on. Oh, excuse me. Oh, pumpkin sighting. Good. Oh, so, I'm used to not having a good Valentine's Day. I almost never have a good Valentine's Day. I mean, certainly like romantically, never. just no. It's like been good like maybe like once, maybe twice in my whole life. Other than that, but anyway, well, this Valentine's Day could be the worst ever. Thank you, guys. Why? Let me share this with you. Oh boy. Washington Post. Oh, it doesn't want to let me because my subscription is on my phone. And I don't know what I do with my phone. Huh. Okay, well, oh, here it is. It's hiding. Washington Post, here we go, at 46:30. You are going to grind your teeth at this one. This was an opinion piece. This isn't even news. By Randall Eliason. Says it's time for the Biden Justice Department to issue a report on the Mueller report. Hey, we're totally in agreement on that. Okay. There are multiple criminal investigations currently swirling around the former president. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. With Attorney General Merrick Garland vowing to pursue those criminally responsible at any level for the January 6th riot and what have you. Great. Fab. New York prosecutors, blah, 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 blah. All right. We're good. Nearly 3 years ago, 3 years, 3. Special Counsel Robert S. Mueller III presented an exhaustive report detailing almost a dozen instances of possible obstruction of justice by Trump in connection with the investigation of Russian interference in the 2016 presidential election. Okay. The 5-year statute of limitations on the first such instance, Trump's alleged request to then FBI Director James B. Comey to drop the criminal investigation of disgraced former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. The 5-year statute of limitations on the first such instance expires February 14th. Other acts of possible obstruction soon will be similarly time-barred. So if Merrick Garland doesn't do something by Monday, Trump is going to, the statute of limitations is going to statute of limitations is going to run out. Trump's obstruction of justice, oh well. I know it's Tuesday, but if this happens, whatever patience I had with the DOJ is going to be gone. And I mean gone. William Barr, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, Trump, on the other hand, maintained that the report was a complete and total exoneration. There were two other potential ways for Trump to be held accountable. One would have been for Congress to impeach him for obstruction of justice. But didn't work out. The other possibility was that Trump could be charged with obstruction if he left office in 2021. More than a year's passed, we've heard nothing but crickets from Justice about the Mueller report. Admittedly, the department's been a little busy, but the clock is ticking on potential obstruction charges outlined by Mueller. Is anyone at Justice watching the clock? Let's have a look. And no, it doesn't. I don't believe it stops when he's. Brian King is saying I did pendulum readings for Trump. Something's coming for Trump this week. Not going to say what. Makes sense. I read for the week on Sunday. Possibly something about the kids, the Trump kids, but but 3 different readings had the same result. Possible indictment, waiting and seeing. Hey, I hope you are right. Ms. Cat M sent a flower and a black heart doll. Ooh, Linda Kingsley says Valentine's Day on Monday's good. I get my check on Wednesday and candy will be marked down. I need chocolate. William Cottrell, is this pathetic? Yes. All right, I'm just having a quick look through the chat to see what you guys are saying. I agree, William. They have to know time's almost up. The DOJ, they have to know. CC Ryder says what? Do the cards say as to why the DOJ is stalling on this? Well, let's see if this statute of limitations is going to go bloof. Are they gonna find a way to? Are they going to find a way to extend it because he was in office and he couldn't be prosecuted? Or is this going to just go by and, oh, well, President of the United States obstructed justice. Well, it would be too hard to prosecute, so we're just not going to bother. Makes me crazy. So let me get my emotions out of the way. Que sera, sera. Trump's obstruction of justice. Will it be prosecuted in time? Ms. Cat M says, rumor has it DOJ is trying to prevent violence in the streets when Trump is indicted. You're law enforcement. You don't not act. I'm preaching to the choir here. Memories of Echo says it's a landmine-filled case. They all are. Yeah. But do something anyway. Otherwise, you're saying, if you become president, there are no consequences. No. United States of America, you are not above me or anyone else. We don't have kings. Presidents are not kings. And plaintiff is not president. Smoke and mirrors. Ace of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. Well, this is something. This is an action taken. This is a hello, I'm here. A plan. Some records. Maybe a few witnesses. And that's it. Can I get my emotions out? Trump, obstruction of justice. The DOJ go after Trump for obstruction of justice. So they're just going to let various potential charges just disappear. Republicans out in the cold. What does that mean? Ace of Swords. All right. That would be a legal action. This is legal action started. Wheel of Fortune. This is what we're waiting for. Okay. This is the start. Right there, that is the card of start. Start your engines. Moving, it's right there. Putting the far right on the defensive. I've got a big old death card, and I've got whatever stupid arguments they would try to make. Trump would try to make. These cards are saying yes, clearly. The last cards I pulled were really wussy, but they didn't really show. It was like, and this is how we got to here. Really? Oh, man. That looks good. All right, DOJ. You have until Monday. You have until Monday. CC Ryder saying the DOJ needs to understand that MAGA will riot about anything. Can't make decisions based on this. Just pathetic. I agree. Dr. Storm says, I guess we'll find out on the 14th. Yeah, or hopefully sooner. Yeah, I hope things are going on behind the scenes and about to happen. I hope that too. Williams saying time's a ticking. Yes. Frida Smith said Friday evening. Could be. Could be. Okay. All right. So we are at, I've made it to 1 o'clock. I made it to 59 minutes in. And it was on time today. I'm just getting more clogged up and woozy. But I want to know. I want to know what the answers to these questions are, too. Okay. So I've got 5 questions here. Let me see if I can get through them, but I don't know if I can. 15, almost 1 hour, basically. Thank you, Desert Dawn. Thank you for being here. I really, really appreciate you being here. All of you. I seriously, you right there. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. This has made, having this live stream has made such a difference for the good in my life. And I have you to thank for being so welcoming and so kind of me learning to start coming out of my shell. And maybe some of the more recent people would be like, come out of your shell, you're singing, you came on camera without makeup on, you're here every day. It was not always like this. All right. Will the dreamer, Jane Niehaus-Tull was asking, will the dreamers get a path to citizenship? I can't remember. Doesn't being a dreamer give you the potential to become a citizen at some point? I can't remember. Sorry. I should know that. And they certainly should be able to. People who work hard, have no criminal record, are contributing to society. These are exactly the people we want coming to our country. Thank you, well-being and health. Thank you, Greta. Foggy Ozark says, oh my gosh, Autumn, don't inspire me too much. Oh, Joanne Hall says you give me hope. And C. Johnson gave me hearts. Thank you, guys. Okay, Ricky, and if you don't tell us where Boo Boo's and Kitty is, we'll go on strike. Just kidding. I try to keep the humor up. I understand. Guess. Hasn't the blanket moved at all or anything? He's right there. Oh. That's his tail over there. That's his tail. And that's his little white butt. His little fuzzy white butt. All right. The throne, yes. He'd probably be shocked to hear that it's me calling it my chair. I'm so silly. All right, dreamers, get a path to citizenship. So far, there's been a fair amount of disappointment. Sorry, I need to grab a drink here. All right. Seven of Cups, 10 of Swords, Tower, 9 of Hanged Man. This is not the future. This is the past. When Democrats lost, actually, was what this is saying. Dreamers were really scared. And wasn't it? It was either threatened to be suspended. The whole Dreamers Act was threatened to be suspended, or it was suspended briefly, or I can't remember exactly. Oh, Foggy Ozark. We have a great community. Thank you. Joanne saying at this rate, the Dreamers will be senior citizens. Yeah. Electra Storm says we don't have enough Dems in Congress. Until that happens, this issue is dead for now. Yeah, I think so too. But eventually. Oh, Lisa Graham saying, have a picnic in the other chair. Chicken soup and a fresh baguette. Well, I'm vegan, but boy, some soup and baguette sounds so good. 9 of Wands. Okay. 5 of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Hierophant, Page of Swords, 9 of Wands. The less power Republicans have, the higher the chances that Dreamers will get full citizenship. But the far right's still fighting against them. That's all I'm getting. I'm not getting a absolutely, it's just around the corner. I wish I was getting that, but it's not what's coming through. Then again, I am pretty foggy right now, so just letting you know. 106 and a bit. 106. I don't quite understand this question, Arlene, and please forgive me. Was the New York AG, and also you said NYC AG, then New York City would be the district attorney, Cy Vance, or Briggs now. Briggs? Braggs, I think it is. Braggs. But was the NYC AG part of Trump's setup for Andrew Cuomo? Well, neither Letitia James nor Cy Vance nor the new guy are Trump people. So he wouldn't. Maybe some information was slipped to them, but all right, was Trump behind Andrew Cuomo? The information coming out on Andrew Cuomo? I'll tell you, I love Amy's soups, the low sodium ones. And they did come out with a chicken noodle soup, and I was so excited. It's not low sodium. It is inedible. It is the biggest, ugliest salt bomb. It was, literally take a sip and spit it out. I was so disappointed. But I love the low sodium split pea soup. I buy a lot of those. I eat a lot of those. So... So did Trump set up Cuomo? Was it Trump or Trump's people who took down Cuomo? Joanne says, oh, yes, he did. It was a political hit job. Okay. Chaos. Chariot. Well, that feels like the tabloids type media. Star. Knight of Swords, Queen of Wands, insult to injury. Yep. I think that there was a part of it. I think there are Trump people who were like, hey, we've heard these rumors. Let's try to organize or find people, or let's slip some information to, the tabloid press, and they'll run with it. And yeah, they had something to do with it, but maybe he's the one who did it. Cuomo's the one who took those actions. You know, that's what he was taken to court for it, wasn't he? Memories of Echo says, have you ever tried vegan coconut flan? I have not, actually, because I avoid coconut. I have a mild allergic reaction to coconut, unfortunately. Memories of Echoes, energy bomb. Thank you. Okay. Interesting. Diane Skiles has a question. Very interesting question. 111. 111. Did the Trump family sell any classified secrets out of Mar-a-Lago? Oh, grifties. Grift Senior, Grift Junior, Princess Grift, Forgettable Grift. Mrs. Grift, 1, 2, and 3. Specifically 3. 1, mostly 3. Kushner, sold any evil mannequin? Sold any secrets? Well, Trump feels that he's the president. He can declassify anything. It's his decision. His excuse for running his mouth. There's Trump the man. World. 9 of Swords, 2 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. All right, this is Trump the man. And I know that's actually a cap that he's wearing, which was a medieval thing, but it does just look like obnoxious hair. So it's like, oh, okay. This is Trump the man. He lost. He lost, and he was really upset about it. But if you will remember, and I was just reminded of this, national intelligence were very, very concerned that Trump was going to run his mouth about top secret stuff. And I do believe that legally or illegally, I think his stuff was tapped. I think somebody went ahead and did that, whether they had a secret court allowing it or somebody was just. So did they communicate? Did they try? Because they certainly had enough. Certainly had enough financial problems, which is what law enforcement was worried about. But I don't think I don't know that he was able to get away with he's like, oh, okay, well, we could try to sell something, but it doesn't quite work. Plus the fact some of the stuff he would have had to just remember. He's not good at that. And he was out of office. You're done. Goodbye. So I don't have. Do I think that's something he would never do? All right. Do I have enough energy for one more? No. All right. Pompeo and Nikki Haley will have to wait until tomorrow. No. Wait. Let me see. 1:15. If I can do just short ones on this. 1:15. start with a fresh set of questions tomorrow. Ursula was asking, Pompeo showing his face again. What can we see about his political future? I read on him the other day, and I can't remember what I got. Pompeo. Your political future. I don't remember getting anything good. Just give me a second and I'll go. Ace of Wands. Yeah, you worked for Trump. For Trump's base of power. Hoping he could get some kind of political traction out of that. But nope. Democrats in charge, in power. And Pompeo being brushed with the Trump brush of heinous acts and corruption. I've never gotten anything good about Pompeo's political future. Oh, the baguette sounds so good. Don't know how I'd get one, but Annette, is it your birthday? Seriously, is it your birthday? I'll sing. I will if you want me to at the end. Everyone, fair warning for everybody else to scatter. Judgment. 5 of Wands, 6 of Swords, 4 of... With all the people in Trump land going to prison or having massive legal problems, hit crickets for voting. Yeah, that's your no. Swords are cards of voting. This no. Nil point. And yes, I will definitely get lots of water. 1:17:30, last question. 1:17:30. Nikki Haley is ultra-hypocrite. Nikki Haley's political career over. Oh, yeah. Something about... Someone asked her about Pence, saying that Trump was wrong about the election. And what do you think about the insurrection and the split between Trump and Pence? And she said, I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong for Republicans to go after Republicans. Really? Party over country and democracy? Anybody? Nikki Haley, you're... She really thought she was all that. When she was at the UN, she thought she had this huge political career ahead of her. She was all that. That's what she was convinced of. 3 of Swords. That's not a good look. How am I going to do as a politician? Swords can be voting, so... All right, 7 of Wands, Knight of Wands, Ace of Swords. You worked for him. Devil. Hermit. Truth. On the defensive for all this work you did for Trump, corruption being examined. Goodbye, politically irrelevant Nikki Haley. Please go away. Net saying, why are the Republicans destroying themselves? Because they've embraced authoritarianism, because they're afraid they're losing power, because their ideas of borderline Ayn Randish free market are not sustainable and do a lot of damage, but they cannot accept that. Because they have black and white thinking. They cannot get past this idea that it's free markets make the rich richer and richer and richer and richer, which they're the big donors anyway, so they'll pay politicians the most amount of money, and everybody's happy. Everybody who matters is happy, and they just can't accept that that's not sustainable. It's not workable. You can't get there from here. So they're flailing. Yeah, no more inside trading would be awesome. So net. All right, you said, ask why are the Republicans destroying themselves? Did you say anything else? I was asking if it is your birthday. Jump 59. Oh, you're 59 today. Aw. Well, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Annette. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. All right, and that is going to do it for me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. It is 1:21 p.m. here in Chicago. I will be over at Book Art Media doing the creative afternoon sprints at 4 o'clock. It may take me a little bit of time to get the post-production done after this for this live stream. But I'll get it done. And other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Take care. There are good days ahead. Don't forget.